open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs and other farm animals, this is Arenia, and welcome to episode 36 of Kerbal Space Chronicles. Now, when we left off, we had just finished docking the Project Fargo's fuel bus to my lander, Project Houston. And now we are ready to try and land this thing. I have a fully fueled stage. I have about half fuel in the fuel pod. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the surface HUD, because we do need that. Actually, I think I have... Do I have a landing? Oh. That gives me some landing information. I'm going to say float. Let's see what we can do with that. Now, let's go to work. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop us into a lower orbit, I think, because all this falling would just be wasted energy. We're going to go ahead and go orbit retrograde. The whole spacecraft is going to turn around, and with the benefit of that extra reaction wheel and the extra power provided by Project Fargo's solar panels and battery, we have plenty of power to do it with. Now, we are on a bit of a time crunch because the life support canisters did not actually carry over, which is rather annoying. So we only have 3 days and 18 hours of total mission time, and we've already used a day and a third of that. But here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take our orbit down to 30 kilometers periaps. Once we're down there, we're going to go ahead and circularize, and then we will make our final entry burn. Just skimming over the moon's surface now. Coming down. A little bit of freeze there. Probably loading some surface features. Alright, coming up on 30 kilometers. Go ahead and drop down to 10 times regular speed. Just tap the time acceleration to help us get in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop out. Let the spacecraft flip around. There's Kerbal. Oh, beautiful Kerbal. Now you notice how as we burn the engine, we're actually gaining delta V. That's because fuel is being transferred by TAC fuel balancer out of the Project Fargo pod into the main Project Houston spacecraft. Okay. And once we come back around into daylight and into sight of Kerbal. Daylight. There's Kerbal. Alright, and we're just about at the lowest point of our orbit, so that's double good news. We're just going to skim over the surface a little bit more. Over the Midland craters. I think that's a crater coming in. Alright, let's go ahead and make our entry here, because we are about to cross periaps. Surface velocity negative. Now, because once we run this out of fuel, Project Fargo is basically going to be dead weight, so we're not going to keep that extra power for long. We actually won't need it for long, because we're just going to use it to land, and then do what we came to do with it. We're burning through the fuel in Project Fargo. That fuel is now depleted. We're going to go ahead and undock. I'm going to have Project Fargo use the RCS that I should have dumped. That would have given us even more fuel. Use the RCS to go ahead and kick itself out of the way. Yeah, that was a little stupid of me, not to dump the RCS. Or to use the RCS to start the entry burn. Okay, since I'm here, I'm actually going to go ahead and burn down quite a bit of speed. Looks like we're targeting a landing in the northwest crater. Gonna switch to AGL because we now are on a landing trajectory. Just using our time acceleration. Okay. We have an impact and an estimated burn timer. This is good. It tells us what we're looking for. So what I do is I let the impact timer get down to the estimated burn timer, light the engine, and just let it drop down. Oh, it looks like we're heading for something. A red thing on the moon. Light the engine again. Oh, that's where my landing's gonna be. Oh! Just gonna ride the engine down now. Okay. Gonna get down to a safe descent speed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, touch, off. Sass, help us out here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the landing guidance off. Alright, come on. Come on, quit bouncing. Come on, quit bouncing. Don't fall. We've done it! We've landed on the moon! 2,300 meters per second should be enough to get us back to Kerbal. At least, God, I hope it is. We've landed! Let me go ahead and declutter down. Rendezvous, station building, docking maneuver. Wow, that got us a lot of money. First crewed landing on them. Jesus! Why the hell did it add 600 reputation points? Good lord. Alright. Crew report. History goo. Meteorological. Materials study. Experiments, experiments, experiments. Okay, that could be an issue if what I've just learned. Okay, science container. Transfer. 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 And transfer. I love how Bill's not getting orbit around the moon counted. I have to see what's up with that and why he's not getting his experience. You know what, Val? The honor is yours. Take an EA report. Go ahead and take a surface sample while we're here. Store the experiments. Just use your RCS pack. Gentle touch. Touch. Hey, Val. You're on the moon. How cool is that? Your mouth's going weird. Either that or she's talking. Ah, caps. Project Houston landing site. What's the date? 1959. Here, Kerbals. I'm watching that landing leg. First set foot upon Kerbin, October 1959. We came in peace for snacks. Hey, how far is it to that rock over there? I wonder. That could be a rock we can take home. Shouldn't be too far, I wouldn't think. Have to have the scientists go look at it. Am I in time acceleration? I should not be in time acceleration. Why are things going weird? Okay. RCS. Have you get back in the spacecraft, which is leaning precariously. Let's try not to knock it over. Oh, jeez. F-grab. B board. That's going to be precarious for setting up the SEP. God. I shouldn't have put it so high up there. I should have put the storage container on the bottom. Jesus. The last time I make that mistake. Okay, Bob, it's your turn. It's time for your part of the EVA. Space, RCS. Just let the RCS do the work here. Steady. Steady. And down on the moon. We have successfully planted a... Whoa! Bob, are you alright? You know what? It might be better if I just use your EVA pack. Because I'm good at steering with it. I want to go over to that stone and see if I can do anything with it, because that might be one I can grab and bring home. That would fulfill another contract. Bring a moonstone back from the moon. Just slowly flying over. Go ahead and slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. I think that moonstone's going to be a little bit too big to pick up. But we'll see. Go ahead and go over there. I love the RCS packs on Kerbals. They are very useful. Okay, slow down a little before we land. Let's slow down. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the Moonstone. Hey! Moonstone! I can just fly ourselves back over to the capsule. Just to ease ourselves back over. Steady as we go. Now, once I get Bob back to the capsule, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the episode. And then we're going to get to the fun part, doing some surface science. Because the surface science is going to be interesting. Steady. And start slowing down. I don't want to knock this spacecraft over, because if I do, we're screwed. I don't have a backup available. Mainly because I need to change my Kerbal construction time settings. My preset just does not work well. I think I need to go back to the default. F grab. B board. Bring a Moonstone back. So that is going to be the end of this episode. No, it's not very fancy. But thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you really liked it, please consider supporting us on Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. In the meantime, this is Arinia saying thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.